Good evening friends, study with Apala Engineering and Journal Geology Parvin Singh book. हम चैप्टर 15 पढ़ रहे हैं इकोनॉमिक मिनरल डिपॉजिट, जिसमें अब हम हैं द न्यूक्लियर मिनरल्स पे. In the developed countries, atomic energy is the main source of their power. Electric as well as the potential, because it is cheaper and consistent in the longer runs. The power is derived from a group of radioactive minerals, that is which are undergoing radioactive decay, yielding energy as a byproduct, and this energy, which when captured and used properly, offers enormous applications in peace and war times. Very few and minerals are really important as a source of atomic energy. The chief are minerals belonging to uranium and thorium group. Uranites are uranate of uranium and lead, its pitch blends, and the thorium's thorium's group thorianites and Th and U. Thorianite THUO sends uranium group, and thorium group elanites, small trace of thorium. So samakite uranium contains 12 to 33% monazite, chief source of thorium oxides. The minerals of above two groups, especially uranites, are used as atomic fuels. Other minerals required in atomic project are those that serve as retardants like beryl and moderators like graphite. Since in India's occurrence of uranium in exploitable quantities have been recorded mainly in Bihar and Rajasthan. In Bihar, the minerals occur in various forms. In Singh district, the uranite mines at Jaduguda have mineralization in metamorphic rocks. In Rajasthan, the uranite mineralized zones are located at Udaipur's Bhilwara and Alwar's Jhunjhunu and Dungarpur district. Disseminations of uranites have also been reported from some other states. The thorium group of minerals, especially elenite, has been reported from Tamil Nadu's Madurai and district and Andhra Pradesh Belegudaba. Monazite and has been observed in good proportion in beach sands both along western coast and eastern coast for many hundreds kilometers along Kerala and Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Odisha. Beryls, the retardants minerals, has been reported from Bihar, Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh. Graphites, the moderators, occurs in Odisha, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh and Andhra. And other minerals. The above was account of some very important and common minerals occurring in India. India is a vast country, and numerous other minerals have also been found in various parts. We gives below MERS passing reference to some of these: bentonites in Gujarat, Rajasthan, Bihar, Jammu and Kashmir; fuller's earth, and Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, and feldspars, Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Garnet, Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh. Pyrite, Bihar, Rajasthan. Vermiculite, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. Wollastonite, Rajasthan and Gujarat. Zircons, Kerala, Odisha and Tamil Nadu. And beach sand. Coal. Introduction. The term coal is generally applied to a sedimentary formation of a highly carbonaceous character that is derived from vegetables matter involving set of processes such as burials, compactions and biochemical transformation. Some varieties of coals are very rich in volatile matters on heating in air-free atmosphere. Such a coal is converted to coke, and so coke is a converted varieties of coals, and the principles constitute constituents of coals are fixed carbon, moistures, volatiles, matter, and minerals. Minerals matters. The fixed carbon is actually a part of hydrocarbons that are the source materials of coals. Coal is used as a source of heat in a varieties of ways. It is one of the most essential raw materials in the extractions of metals. Metals thermal power stations depends on coals for generation of power. Chemical compositions. Coal is composed chiefly of carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, trace of sulfur, and phosphorus, carbon being the major component. Besides these, coals may contain varying proportions of minerals matters which may be residues of the minerals constituent of the plants from which coals are derived. In some cases, these are detritus in origins, that is, these might have been washed or blown into the coals deposit from external sources. And the chemical composition of coals may be in the following range: carbon 60 to 90%, oxygen 2 to 20%, hydrogen 1 to 12%, and nitrogen 1 to 3%. Among the minerals, matter silica is quite common besides variables proportions of alumina, irons, oxide, salt of sodium, potassium, calcium, and minerals, grains of beryllium, nickel, cobalt, and sometimes the trace of uranium, molybdenum, gallium, and vanadium may also be present in some cases. Classifications. A number of classification for coals are variables of these. The ones most widely adopted is based on the rank of coals that defines the degree of transformations of wood into coal through the natural process of deposition, compactions, and biochemical change. According to this classification, which shall be followed in this book also, coal is divided into 4 major classes: peat, lignite, bituminous coals, and anthracite. So peat definition. Peat is essentially a partially change vegetables matter in the first stage of transformations to coals. The vegetables structure is easily visible, and the evidence of its beings in the process of transformation is also clearly seen. So peat is generally composed of remain of moss-like plants, but occasionally may contain needs of partially altered portions of trees of a higher order. Chemically, it is very rich in moisture and consists of carbon, hydrogen, sulfur, and nitrogen as important constituents. Two types of peats are commonly recognized: bog peats, which is evolved out of lower types of vegetations like mosses; mountain peats, that is decomposed and partially altered forms of higher types of tree. This types of peat is found in sub-mountainous region. Uses peat is a low values fuels in its applications. It finds uses where available in abundance as domestic fuels, gas purifiers, and for steams raising in thermal power station, and also as a soil treatment material. Lignite, brown coals of definition, it is a variously colored browns, black or light grays, earthy varieties of coals of lowest rank. Lignite transformation of vegetables matter to coal-like materials is almost complete. It is compact and earthy in texture and has a brown streak and fibrous texture is also shown by some lignites. Composition: a typical lignite has the followed compositions: fixed carbon 50%, oxygen 20 to 25%, hydrogen 0.05%, and nitrogen 2 to 5%, and sulfur 1 to 2%. In the freshly dug lignites, and moistures up to 40% has been recorded. Lignite so variables calorific values ranging between 9,000 to 12,500 British thermal unit BTHU. Some impure lignites may show even lower values in the ranging of 5,000 to 6,000 British thermal unit, and uses lignites are used as domestic fuels and also in industry for this distillations and gasifications. This varieties of coals has also been used in steam locomotives and for producing gas. India has extensive deposits of lignite mentioned separately in this chapter. So bituminous coal, common coal. Definition: it is also known as the common coals, sometimes as the coking coals, and is in fact the most common and important variety of commercial coal. In this, the original's vegetables matter has been fully transformed into carbonaceous materials so that it forms a hard, brittle and compact mass. It burns with the yellow flames, and bituminous coals are commonly black in color, compact in structure, breaking into almost cubical fragment when struck with hammers. They have a black streak. Bituminous coals burns freely, leaving only a small minerals residue. Type and composition: the common bituminous coal is sometimes distinguished into the three different types on the basis of its carbon content: sub-bituminous, bituminous, and semi-bituminous coals. In the sub-bituminous coals, the volatiles constituent and moisture make the bulk of the coal matters. The process no cracking power. And see below, then carbon is generally between 63 to 75% and oxygen between 10 to 20%. The proper bituminous coals often show a typically banded structure and are quite rich in carbon and poor in moisture content. Their carbon content range between 70 to 90%, and the volatile matter is also quite high, 20 to 45%. The bands in the bituminous coals are of the dull and bright varieties, and which generally show an alternating arrangement. These bands are further classified into four types, and namely vitrine and clarine and durine and fusane. And the vitrines from vitreous, shining like glass, is characterized by a glassy, luscious conchoidal fracture and is of a small thickness. The clarine bands are thicker, brittle, and duller containing vegetables matter in easily recognizable structure. These often show fine laminations. Durine is the typically is dull coals as and is less swings are rough irregular fractures. Fusanes is distinguished by its containing woody fibrous tissues. When seen under microscopes on visual inspections, however, it appears as a band of friable granular mass containing good proportion of minerals matters. Thank you. Please like and support it.